Namaste. Welcome to Wholesome Living Through Food, a beautiful collaboration between Yoga and You and home cooking. Across India, every region has its own treasured recipes made with simple everyday ingredients. Today, we are exploring a beloved recipe from Eastern India. This is Sattu Paratha. Filled with roasted gram flour, fresh herbs and aromatic spices, this hearty paratha celebrates the rich flavors of traditional Indian home cooking. So let's get started and check it out. For the Sattu Paratha, I've taken 3 cups of atta, that is wheat flour. This is a 250 ml cup. Just add the flour to a nice wide bowl, which is easy for mixing. To this, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon ajwain, that is carom seeds, 1 teaspoon kalonji seeds. First mix everything with the flour. Now I'm just going to gradually start pouring the water to mix the dough. So I've just added about half cup of water now. So the water is at room temperature. So just gradually pour water to get the nice dough consistency. Knead the dough for about 5 minutes till it's all well combined and you get a nice smooth dough consistency. So the dough is ready, just keep that aside. Now I'm going to mix the sattu mixture for the paratha. So I've taken 1.5 cups of the roasted gram flour, which is called the sattu. You can actually make this at home. To this I'm going to add about 2 medium-sized onions that have been finely chopped. So next I'm adding a piece of ginger that's been finely chopped. This is roughly about 3 teaspoons. 3 teaspoons of finely chopped garlic. About 5 green chilies, finely chopped. Now you can adjust the spice according to your taste. Add about 1 teaspoon of salt. Just adding a few kalonji seeds. We call this nigella seeds. 1 teaspoon carom seeds or ajwain. Next I'm adding 2 heaped teaspoons of mango pickle. So you can use any pickle gravy for the filling and add about 2 to 3 teaspoons of mustard oil. Now if you don't have mustard oil, you can just use regular oil, cooking oil that you're using at home. And I'm adding a few chopped coriander leaves. This is about half cup. Just add the juice of half lemon. So now start mixing all the ingredients together. So we want to make this filling as flavorful and as tasty as possible. So if you have that pickle oil also, you can add that. So make sure everything is well combined. You can adjust the quantity of the ingredients depending on the quantity of sattu, that is the roasted gram flour that you've taken. So it's not too dry. If you see, it binds well. So this is the consistency that you want. So our sattu mixture is ready. Now we can start making these parathas. So now I'm just going to divide the dough. See, the dough is nice and soft. Just divide it into equal sized dough balls. So I've just divided the dough equally. I've made it into a nice even sized balls. Keep this aside. So now we're going to make the sattu parathas. So just shape the dough like a cup. So see what works for you. We need to seal the filling inside. So these parathas will be a little thick. So you have to take a little bit more dough than the normal chapatis or the normal parathas that we take. If you feel the dough is a little bit sticky, you can always dust it with a little bit of flour. I'm taking 2 spoonfuls of the sattu mixture and gently press that in. So once you've done that, just seal it from all sides. Just close it and just seal it. So at this point, I'm just going to just dust it with a little bit of flour. Gently press it. Just dusting it with a little bit of flour, not too much. And gently start rolling it out. You don't want to press it too hard. Just gently roll it out. So you can see I've rolled it out. It's not too thin or too thick. So this is a good size. Once you've rolled out the paratha, keep this aside. So I've rolled out all the parathas now. Now the next step is to start frying them. Once the tawa is nice and hot, place the prepared rolled out parathas. Maintain the flame on a medium high. After about a minute, flip it to the other side. Just gently press on all sides. Once you see these brown spots, just add a little bit of ghee on all sides. Now I like ghee very much, so I'm just being a little generous here. You can either use ghee or oil or butter, it's up to you. The aroma is simply amazing. You can see they cooked beautifully with those lovely golden brown spots. Our first Sattu Paratha is ready. I'm just going to fry the others. So here are these delicious and healthy Sattu Parathas that you must enjoy when they are nice and hot. Serve it with some nice tomato curry or raita by the side, or you can enjoy it with any side dish of your choice. Simple regional recipes reminds us that wholesome food is built on tradition, local ingredients and thoughtful preparation. I hope this Sattu Paratha recipe inspires you to discover the rich diversity of Indian home cooking. If you like our recipes, subscribe to our channel and share all these recipes with your family, friends and your yoga community. Until next time, stay healthy, stay happy and stay nourished.